The setting of the movie is in 1940s Shanghai, a time where crime rules over the city and gang warfare is rampant. The streets are full of chaos and controlled by criminal factions. But the most feared of them is the Axe Gang, the most ruthless and powerful organization that dresses in black suits and top hats, wielding axes as their weapons of choice. Their leader, Brother Sum, has established dominance over most of the city, with the police and government turning a blind eye due to fear or bribery. The movie begins in a police station, where a gang leader is beating up one of the police officers for arresting his wife. Because of the influence, everyone turns a blind eye. Finishing his business, the leader takes his wife and leaves. But as he steps outside, he is ambushed by a swarm of men in black suits. They block the gang's path, and with nowhere left to run, the Axe Gang opens fire. The members get shot, and the leader tries to run off. But Brother Sum throws an axe, which cuts off his leg, and he falls to the ground. Brother Sum takes the axe and dances towards him. Asking for mercy, his pleas go unheard, and he is struck many times. Brother Sum lets his wife go as she is too beautiful to die. Turns out that the Axe Gang has paid the officials around the city, which is why no one dares to interfere with their business, no matter what they do or what kind of dance they perform. They take down anyone they wish to. No one is safe, but there is one place that is safe. It's called the Pigsty Alley, the place where none but poor people live. They live simple lives, and the entire place is just one big house. It's owned by the landlord and his wife, the landlady, whom everyone fears. The landlord is always drunk and flirts with everyone. Not a single drop of shame. He doesn't care who he is flirting with. His ways go beyond normal, and no one can escape them. But the exception to that rule is the one everyone fears, his wife. All she cares about is the rent. And she doesn't show mercy to anyone. One day, two unknown guys stand outside the alley planning to rob the place. Well dressed, they go in as if they are one of the gang members. Inside, he demands to be given all their money, or else they will meet a horrible fate. Their names? Sing and Bone. Sing threatens the people living there and gets ambushed, not going the way he anticipated. He stops them and calls it unfair, asking for a one-on-one fight. But he soon realized what that town is actually made up of. What you see is really not what you're gonna get. A shrunken kid, an overly tall man, and an overpowered lady. Though he tries to run, but it's too late. To the scene, now comes the landlady. Though he warns that he is from the Axe Gang, the landlady starts hitting him with her slipper. Tired of this, he takes a firecracker and throws it to signal the gang. But it hits someone. Turns out it was the Axe Gang's general, and it blew his hat and hair off. He asks who did it, and Sing points towards the landlady. The clouds follow the gang, and it seems the landlady is surrounded. In a moment without hesitation, she makes a run for it and locks herself away, leading the folks to defend themselves against the gang. One of them tells the leader that he is not afraid of the threats, and the leader is about to strike him with an axe. Suddenly, he is knocked away into a basket. Brother Sum arrives and sees the general defeated, and asks who did that. Initially, as he gets no answer, the gang starts to brutally terrorize the residents, but still, no one comes out. Then, Brother Sum takes a girl and puts fuel on her. When he throws a lighter to burn her to the ground, a man catches the lighter and admits that he was the one who knocked out the general. The gang attacks, and the man takes him on. To help the man out, the tailor joins in, demonstrating his martial arts skills and taking down the gang. Tired of this, they try to bring out the guns, but are ultimately taken down by the folks who work together, having no other option but to run away. As they escaped, Sing and Bone were captured and were to be killed. Brother Sum throws an axe at Sing, but he manages to free himself from the shackles. Brother Sum is impressed by his capabilities and gives him a task. If he kills one person from that alley, he and Bone will become part of the Axe Gang. Later, Bone asks Sing if it is really a good idea. Sing tells Bone that if they become part of the Axe Gang, they will be able to live a comfortable life. Sing believes that in this world, the good can never win, and the bad rule over everything. Then we see a flashback from Sing's childhood. A suspicious-looking old man convinces Sing to buy a book of kung fu that will give him immense and unparalleled power. Sing uses his entire savings on that book and starts to focus on it rather than to focus on his studies. One day, it's time to put things to the test. A bunch of kids were bullying a mute girl and stealing her lollipop. Sing comes into the scene and warns them. Of course, this doesn't work. And neither does his kung fu. As a result, he gets beaten up brutally. The bully sees the book of kung fu and laughs at him before leaving. This embarrassment never left Sing's mind his entire life, and he turned into a bad person. They see an ice cream cart and attempt to rob it. They take the ice cream and make a run for it. While the vendor tries her best to chase them, but she fails, and the brothers flee from the scene. The scene shifts to the Axe Gang, where Brother Sum has called a meeting. There, he hired 2 hitmen who were then given the assignment to take care of everyone in that alley, leaving no one alive. The 2 strange-looking assassins are of the highly regarded and feared. When they are praised, they deflect it, stating that there is one more assassin who is the most deadly and the most feared among all. There is nothing that comes close to him. His name? Beast. However, the Beast is locked up in the asylum. At night, the man who attacked the general is leaving the place to cause no more trouble, but on his way, he sees one of the hitmen playing on his instrument. He keeps on walking, but behind him, everything gets cut into pieces, and he doesn't understand what is going on in time, leading to his fatality. On the other end, the tailor is attacked by the second hitman, and they engage in a fierce battle. Eventually, their fight is taken outside, and the first hitman plays his instrument and attacks the tailor. He is knocked back before he can react, and as another blow is about to be dealt, the chef comes into play, deflecting their attacks and causing them both to work together. Deflecting and countering their every attack, the chef closes in on them. But the sound waves are so strong that his spear breaks, and he is thrown back. Seizing the opportunity, the 2 hitmen join up and start playing on the instrument without mercy. In order to save the chef from his demise, the tailor jumps in and gets hit instead. Before they are killed, another sound wave comes through, which is even stronger. It's the landlady and her ability to shout in a fatally strong manner. The hitmen try to get to the landlady, but the landlord puts them in their place on the ground. The hitmen attack, but their attacks deflect and hit one another. Then he spins them around and throws them away. They immediately jump back and use even stronger attacks. This turns the sound waves into skeleton warriors, but this doesn't work because the landlady's shouting power is unmatched. The hitmen are blown away by this. After things calm down, people gather around, paying respects to the fallen. 2 have died, and soon after, the last one bites the dust as well. The following day, Sing is on a train and tries to mock and bully an average office worker,
Good on clothes. I like the way I look.
but gets beaten up by him and thrown off the train. Furious, blames Bone for not being bad enough, as many days have passed, but they have failed to kill a single person. Soon after, they see the ice cream girl once again. They attempt to steal from her again, throwing her on the ground and then threatening her with a knife. Bone takes all the money, and before they flee, the girl pleads with them not to do it in sign language, showing him the lollipop. Sing realizes that she is the girl he tried to save all those years back. He doesn't understand what to do as he is overwhelmed. He hits the lollipop out of her hand, breaking it and making a run for it. He feels terrible for doing so, but before he can do anything about it, the Axe Gang comes to him, as they have a job offer, brought to Brother Sum, telling Sing that he is now part of the Axe Gang, and gives him his first task. It is to break into a mental asylum and free the Beast. The advisor helps him understand the map and where he has to go, making his way inside and somehow managing to find his way to the underground. That place is oddly filled with frogs, but his only focus is the objective. He unlocks the door and opens the door. To his surprise, it's just a regular dude on a toilet. Little does he know, he has freed the Beast. Back at Axe Gangs, they don't believe that they got the right man. The advisor tells the Beast that they need someone killed, but he needs to prove himself if they are looking at the right man for the job. A gang member puts a gun in front of him, and the beast snatches it from him, shooting the gun facing towards him. He manages to catch the bullet with 2 fingers, and this shocks everyone. This is the man they were looking for. They need him to kill the landlord and the landlady. The beast stomps the floor, breaking the floor and the wall, making an opening to the casino. Everyone escapes, and he hops in. There, his targets are already present, the landlord and landlady. They were here to put the Axe Gang down for good, but not without a gift. They brought a funeral bell. This makes Brother Sum angry, and the fight begins. The landlady and landlord kick the beast, but it has no impact at all, not even a slight movement. They both get back up and try to attack again, but are countered and thrown back. The beast attacks the landlord with unfathomable speed, and he tries his best to keep up, but one slip-up costs him badly, and he hits the wall. The landlady comes in again and shouts at the beast. This damages the property but only pushes back the beast slightly. He mocks her and continues to beat them up. Knowing that they have been overpowered, the landlady breaks the bell from the top and makes a hole in it. The landlord holds the broken bell, and the landlady pours all her power into shouting. The broken bell acts as an amplifier and destroys everything the sound touches. This throws back the beast and creates a tornado inside the place, tearing everything apart. The beast is now heavily injured but survives the attack. The duo is back and is ready for the second shot. As a last-ditch effort, he pleads with them not to continue as he gives in. They accept it and show mercy. But as they lower the bell, the beast attacks them with flower daggers and manages to stab them. The duo takes him down, and now they're in a deadlock. Brother Sum returns and, seeing this, tells Sing to hit them in the head with a piece of wood. Sing is in a dilemma because something in him doesn't let him do it. In the end, Sing attacks. Not the couple, but the beast. He is now mad and breaks free from the deadlock. The landlord and landlady fly back, and Sing is now attacked by the beast. He punches Sing's face so hard that it makes a hole in the floor. Suddenly, the beast realizes that the landlord and landlady are now gone. As he looks down, it appears that they took Sing with them. Taking him back to the valley, they treat him in all ways they can. To their shock, Sing is still alive after that punch. The only conclusion they reach is that Sing has hidden powers within him to free the valley from the gangs and bring peace. The heavy blow dealt was the catalyst for bringing out that power within him. The cocoon starts to hatch. Outside, the beast and the game are searching for them. They find it completely abandoned, and in one of the houses, the beast finds the bandages lying on the ground. Coming outside, he is shocked to see that Sing is alive, well, and in new clothing, even after being horribly beaten up. Sing has now become the most overpowered person imaginable. The gang charges forth, but Sing doesn't even have to do anything to destroy them. Everything is slow to him, and he can just kick their toes flat. Sing unleashes his inner Bruce Lee and one by one defeats every single gang member. Closing in on the beast, Sing doesn't spare anyone. He punches and kicks the beast off the balcony and kicks it on the ground, but the beast recovers. Sing keeps on kicking until the beast is on the ground. The beast now truly shows why he is called that name. He turns into a frog. His attacks become so powerful that Sing cannot escape him, no matter what he tries. He is now sent flying into the sky, and he sees a cloud in the form of Buddha. Channeling that energy, he has become even stronger. Returning back towards the floor, he is now engulfed in flames. Using the technique of Buddha's palm, he makes a gap on the ground that puts immense force on the beast. As before, Beast begs for mercy, and Sing backs out, respecting the opponent's wish. The beast takes the dagger and charges towards Sing, but using the Buddha's palm once again, the beast gives up and submits defeat. Kneeling before Sing. Time passes, and the ice cream girl is walking down the road and finds a candy shop. Inside, she sees Bone working and playing with the kids, and Sing appears. He comes outside and apologizes. With a moment of reconciliation, they look at one another and are now reminded of how they were as kids. taking each other into the candy store.
Sonny, you have the structure and the chi flow of a kung fu genius.
And with that, the story comes to an end. If you enjoyed this completely sane movie, make sure to give this video a like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for future recaps.